it's good to meet you. I'm Braxton.
Hey, nice to meet you too. My name is Daniel.
Daniel? Can I refer to you as Daniel?
Yeah, that's fine.
Awesome. So did you find the place here all right?
Yeah. My buddy told me about it here on campus. So
perfect. The secretary didn't bother you too much, did she?
No, she's fine.
Okay, good. Because she's a crazy one. All right. If you'd like, we can come back to my office.
Sure.
Okay. Awesome. Just follow me. Please take a seat. All right, Daniel. Like I said, I'm Braxton. You can refer to me as Braxton or however, whatever makes you feel comfortable. But I'm here, and for the most part, the way that I'd like this session to go, at least because it's the first time meeting, I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. Also, I'd like to go over some of the policies that we have here at the clinic.
Yep, okay.
Because we're all good to be informed and stuff like that. And I want this to be a conversation between you and me, and I want you to feel open to say whatever you feel comfortable saying. Is that all right?
Yeah, okay.
Awesome, Daniel. So first for the policies, I like to just get those out of the way because there's a lot of them. You signed some papers out in the office, right? Mm-hmm. And did you get a chance to read over the confidentiality and also the payments and things like that?
No, but I think I've been to counselors before.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, just not since I've moved here, so.
Awesome. I know it differs in between different clinical things, so just real quick, I'm going to brush over it. If you have any questions, definitely let me know if you want me to clarify things. Okay. So for the first, the payments, we need to have payment, first, as well as like we take it up front so that we can do the best we can for you. And also, if you have insurance, then we'll be talking with them. And so just however your payment thing is, that'll be just fine. We can work those out later if we need to. But for confidentiality, do you understand what confidentiality means?
Yeah.
What does confidentiality mean to you?
You're not going to go blabbing what I share with you to basically anybody, right?
Definitely, yeah. Nope, everything we say here is going to be between you and me. And there's just a couple of exceptions that I want you to understand so that you don't think that I've broken it if I need to come forward with it, okay?
Okay.
First couple of them would be if what we talk about is like if you refer to someone who's abusing a child or abusing an elderly person.
I see what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Exactly, because we need to be able to protect both of those from being exploited. Also, if you have plans or you express plans of hurting yourself, such as suicide or anything along those lines, you're my number one priority, and we want to keep you safe. So,
please do.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for as well.
If I say anything like that, do what you got to do, and don't listen to what I say then. So
awesome, Daniel. As well as if you plan on hurting someone else in such a manner, or if you have plans, or if you're affiliated with groups that, such as terrorist organizations, and you're planning on hurting a lot of people.
Feel free to stop me.
Okay. Awesome. That's what we're planning on doing. As well as I said, insurance, we will be sharing information with them to let them know that we are working with you so that they can get paid out. And those are
do they get like notes and stuff like that, or
no? They'll just be getting a statement that that you're actually using our services.
Okay.
And so it's pretty much they know you're coming to this clinic for a clinical reason.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. I think I'm okay.
Awesome, Daniel. So like I said, I like to start out by getting to know you. Also, I'd like to understand kind of the reason why you came in today.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that, and then also to find out if the services that we provide here are going to be essential to you, because I don't want to waste your time, and I know you don't want to be wasting your money and things along those lines.
No, I like coming to counselors, and this one's just, it's family, do you know what I mean? And it's complicated, and I want it to be okay, but it's, I don't know. Yeah. I guess about me, right?
Yeah, I was like, you can start out by just...
I'm going to U,
awesome.
Studying engineering.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got like a year left on my schooling. No, 2 years left on my schooling. But I want to do like a master's, and there's like an advanced standing program, so I've got like that. Been married for a year. My wife and I were madly in love. Still in our honeymoon phase. We have a lot of fun.
It's the best phase.
We got a baby due.
Really?
Yeah, here in a month or so.
So you pretty excited about that one, or?
Yeah. I'm not really nervous. Delivery is more the scary part, so that'll be.
I'll bet
but
so.
I trust my wife She'll teach me everything you need to know.
Right. Somehow have that mother's intuition.
She's good. I guess that's about it. I got a lot of, I guess if you want to know about me, I got a lot of goals in life. You know, I want to be an investor. I want to do a bunch of different things, but also be able to help people. So
Awesome.
we'll see.
Do you work right now?
Yeah, working a couple different jobs. I worked a job last summer that pays really well still. One of those sales jobs for the summer, but it was such, like I never wanted to do it, but it worked out.
Knocking the doors and things
Yeah,
like that?
it worked out really good. I thought I'd hate it, but it worked out really good.
Some people are cut out for it.
And yeah, I didn't think I would be, but I guess, yeah. So, yeah, I guess
That's
that's life. So the main thing, I guess that's going on right now, it's complicated. Like there's a lot of different points where the problem like manifests itself. If it can't be called the problem, I mean, one thing, there's the relationship with my sister, which has just not been good since I met my wife.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't like a purposeful thing, but it was like when I got married, like my sister and I are super close. Well, we were super close. But I think what it is, she felt kind of betrayed when I brought another girl into my life. Like when she was replaced, if that makes sense.
Awesome.
Like there was a divorce when I was young, and so my sister ended up kind of taking the role of big sister, but also kind of like mother.
Oh, yeah.
And I love her for it, and I love her to death, and we're super close and always shared everything. And there's always this really tight bond between us. But since we got married, it's since I met my wife, there's kind of, well, I guess to backtrack, like when we first, it was kind of fun. Like when we sat down, when I first got home, because I went on a mission. When I got home, my sister and I, she had a little coaching session with me, and we talked about the kind of girl that I wanted to marry, and made up the list. It's an LDS thing to do. You make a list of what you want to marry.
Of what you want to marry, or like
who you like, qualities. Do you know what I mean?
Qualities, gotcha.
And I had high expectations, and in retrospect, I got everything I wanted. But it was tricky when I first met Julie, because we fell in love right away, but I didn't know everything about her.
It's kind of hard to know everything about a person.
And I made mistakes. Do you know what I mean? I was way worried about making sure I was going to marry the right person, and that she had everything that I wanted. Because my sister and my brother-in-law, they had their list, and they got everything they wanted, and I really believed in that. And I do believe in that. In retrospect, I got everything I wanted in my wife. But initially, I loved her, and I thought she wasn't the person that I wanted to marry.
Oh, so if I understand you correct, you got a problem with your sister, who's helped you make this list and helped you choose this Julie, your wife Julie. And then
well, it's like when I met Julie, I thought I loved her, but I was like, she doesn't have everything I want. And there was a point when I was talking about my sister about whether or not she's the girl I should marry. And then my sister's like, no, I don't think. Well, I don't know her, but she said these are things I'm concerned about from what you tell me. And I mean, looking back, we were totally just prejudging, and I didn't know her at all. My sister didn't know her at all. And then it got complicated because I ended up talking to Julie about some of those concerns, which I shouldn't have done, but Julie could tell that something was wrong. I was like, and then anyhow, my sister, a couple months later, well, after that, me and my sister didn't really talk much, and it ended up being that she was offended that I ended up sharing those concerns with Julie.
Okay.
And because my sister felt that Julie was going to judge her for judging her.
Okay, so Heather is concerned that Julie doesn't want to, or that Julie is feeling like she was prejudged.
Yeah.
And then, because you shared that with her, Heather feels like she's kind of been exploited.
Yeah, and I would, for months, I would try and talk to Heather, my sister, just to make things better, and it's just always, on the surface, we never, talked deep emotional stuff. And it was like, Julie replaced that. And then I had a conversation with her where Heather was like, I just feel betrayed, and, and the trust is gone, and we can build from here, but our relationship's changed.
So I want to explore.
That just hurt really bad.
Yeah, and I'd like to explore more about your relationship with Heather right now. If
Sorry,
that's something that you want to go. Yeah, no,
backstory, but it's kind of, I've been a counselor, so I want to help,
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you want to keep explaining more, if there's more to the story, please continue. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, I think that's basically it.
Yeah.
So.
I was wondering, I wanted to explore this this new base that Heather's built with you, or that she's laid down for you, because it sounded like you had a whole bunch of trust with each other, and that Heather's lost all her trust in you. Is that what I'm understanding?
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Do you believe that that's what?
I mean, I want to be able to say she's acting, because it really hurts. You know what I mean? My wife and I talk about this a lot. Like, we'll strategize about how we can restore our relationship with my sister, and
oh, great. So you have that.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome to have a positive base at the house.
And we laugh about it, and we do the same thing when we're trying to make new friends at church. We invite them over, but not still like losers and desperate. So, but it's the same thing. And it actually worked fine. Like, it was funny because my family just didn't know Julie because of the circumstances when we got married. Once they finally got to know her, they fell in love with her.
Oh, awesome.
And Heather and her finally got to have that talk, and so they're doing better.
Oh, good.
So they finally got to talk about what happened. But now, Heather and I, we've never talked heart to heart for almost over a year now.
Oh, really? So their relationship, Julie and Heather's relationship, has been building little by little. But
I mean,
you and
basically,
Heather
hopefully,
still
probably
have,
on a neutral ground. They don't know each other, but potential for fine. But
but you and your sister are having a hard time at re-establishing the same base that you had before the marriage, or before Julie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what to do. Like, I've prayed about it. There was a couple awkward conversations where I was like, Heather, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, And it's just the first one. Heather was like, well, things are the way they are. We can build what we can, and it just, was like. And then the next one was like, oh yeah, sure. But it was like she's just acquiescing.
Oh yeah, just kind of pushing it like, oh yeah, we can do that.
But then there's never been any real thing, and so it's like I keep.
A lot of talk, not much happening.
Like, I want to say that she wants it to be better. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I'm scared to bring up. Like I want to say that she does want it, but I don't know. There's that insecurity. Like, because I felt like I've put myself on the ledge a couple times.
Okay. So you felt a little vulnerable towards going towards her, and she's kind of rejected you?
Yeah, that's what I felt like before, and so I'm like, do I do it again?
Okay.
And get rejected again? And
that's really hard. That's a hard situation to be in, Daniel. I think that because you've put yourself on the ledge, it's, as you've said, that shows a big strength in you, that you are open to building a relationship. Obviously, you have an amazing relationship with Julie. If you can joke around and kind of plot to make new friends and have that person to be able to go to and confide in, like you said, it changed from Heather to Julie. And I think those are really, really important aspects that you have, and that's awesome that you have those strengths in your life. And is that something that you feel that you would like to do, like to expose your, or not expose, but try again with Heather?
I don't know. Like, from when I've talked with Julie, I mean, they live in Ephraim, so I mean it's like 3 hours away, and we're very. Right now, it's just there's been no exposure, and I really do believe that from what I see now, I think Heather does want to make it better, but it's like we just haven't had any chance to hang out. We haven't even had a chance to, because ours was always the late night talk. Do you know what I mean?
I understand.
And so like we just need to go down there, spend the night, and have my wife fall asleep, and Heather and I just end up talking, and that just hasn't happened. But then. So it almost feels like.
Does she allow for you to have that time, like to go down and visit?
Oh yeah, it's very open about that. There's no like conscious open thing, and I really think they do want it. My brother-in-law's great. He's super helped Julie feel comfortable, and I love going down there. Like it's something I really want to do. It's just